Cryptocurrency is a digital or virtual form of currency that utilizes cryptography for security and operates independently of a central authority, such as a government or financial institution. At its core, cryptocurrency works through a decentralized technology called blockchain. This blockchain is a distributed ledger that records all transactions across a network of computers, known as nodes, in a transparent and immutable manner. Each transaction is verified by multiple nodes through a process called consensus, ensuring its validity and preventing double spending. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others rely on this decentralized infrastructure to facilitate peer-to-peer transactions, enabling users to send and receive funds without the need for intermediaries. The intricate workings of cryptographic algorithms, decentralized networks, and consensus mechanisms form the backbone of how cryptocurrencies operate, ushering in a new era of digital finance and decentralized innovation. Now, before we start today's video, subscribe to our channel and like this video. Here we go. Number 6. Decentralized ledger technology, blockchain. Cryptocurrencies revolutionize traditional financial systems through decentralized ledger systems, primarily facilitated by blockchain technology. At its core, a blockchain functions as a distributed database, continually accumulating records or blocks in a linear and chronological fashion. Each block encapsulates crucial information, including a cryptographic hash of the preceding block, a timestamp denoting the moment of creation, and transactional data relevant to the network's operations. This amalgamation of cryptographic techniques and chronological structuring imbues the blockchain with immutability, rendering alterations to past records practically impossible without consensus from the network's participants. Moreover, the transparent nature of blockchain technology enables anyone to inspect the ledger, promoting accountability and trust within the system. This decentralized framework not only ensures the security of transactions but also safeguards against unauthorized modifications or tampering, reinforcing the resilience and integrity of the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Number 5. Peer-to-peer transactions. Cryptocurrency transactions epitomize a peer-to-peer paradigm, bypassing traditional intermediaries like banks or payment processors. Within this decentralized framework, network participants or nodes undertake the responsibility of validating and recording transactions through a process known as mining. This involves solving intricate mathematical puzzles to authenticate the validity of transactions. Once verified, these transactions are organized into blocks and appended to the blockchain, forming an immutable ledger of historical transactions. By eliminating the necessity for centralized control, cryptocurrency transactions mitigate reliance on intermediaries, thereby diminishing transaction costs and fostering seamless cross-border transactions. This peer-to-peer architecture underscores the ethos of decentralization, empowering users with greater autonomy and circumventing the limitations associated with centralized financial systems. Number 4. Cryptography for security. Cryptocurrencies leverage cryptographic techniques as foundational pillars of their security infrastructure. Public key cryptography stands as a cornerstone, ensuring that only individuals possessing the corresponding private key can initiate transactions. This system provides a robust layer of ownership and security, safeguarding against unauthorized access and fraudulent activity. Furthermore, cryptographic hash functions play a pivotal role in securing the integrity of the blockchain by linking blocks in a manner that guarantees immutability and resistance to tampering. Each block's cryptographic hash incorporates data from the previous block, creating an interlinked chain where any alteration to a single block would necessitate changes to subsequent blocks, thus deterring malicious manipulation. These cryptographic mechanisms collectively fortify cryptocurrencies against common threats such as fraud and double spending, enhancing overall security and instilling confidence in users and investors alike. Number 3. Consensus mechanisms. Consensus mechanisms serve as critical protocols within cryptocurrency networks, guaranteeing unanimity among participants regarding transaction validity and blockchain state. The predominant consensus mechanism, proof of work, POW, entails miners engaging in computational competition to solve intricate mathematical puzzles. Successful validation of transactions and creation of new blocks requires significant computational power and energy expenditure, thereby incentivizing honest participation and deterring malicious activity. Another widely adopted mechanism, proof of stake, POS, operates on a different premise, where validators are selected to forge new blocks based on the amount of cryptocurrency they possess and are willing to commit as collateral, or stake. This approach promotes network security and integrity by aligning incentives with stakeholder interests, as validators have a vested interest in upholding the network's reliability and value. Both POW and POS mechanisms facilitate decentralized governance and security, eliminating reliance on centralized authorities and fostering trust among network participants. Number 2. Limited supply and monetary policy. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are characterized by a meticulously planned monetary policy aimed at managing inflation and preserving scarcity. Bitcoin's protocol establishes a definitive cap of 21 million coins, a limit encoded into its fundamental design. This cap ensures that the supply of Bitcoin is finite, thereby inherently creating deflationary pressures over time. The issuance of new coins follows a predetermined schedule meticulously outlined in Bitcoin's algorithm, commonly referred to as the halving process. Approximately every 4 years, the rate at which new Bitcoins are created is halved, eventually culminating in a total supply of 21 million coins. This predictable and transparent issuance mechanism stands in stark contrast to the discretionary monetary policies often employed by central banks governing traditional fiat currencies. Furthermore, Bitcoin's scarcity is reinforced by its mining process, which involves solving complex cryptographic puzzles to validate transactions and mint new coins. As the network matures and more coins are mined, the difficulty of these puzzles increases, slowing down the rate of new coin creation. This gradual and controlled issuance model mirrors the extraction of precious metals from the earth, where the supply becomes increasingly scarce over time. The combination of a capped supply, predetermined issuance schedule, and decentralized governance model imbues Bitcoin with a high degree of predictability and transparency. Users and investors are assured that the protocol's rules cannot be altered arbitrarily, reducing the risk of inflationary practices often associated with fiat currencies governed by centralized authorities. This transparent and algorithmic approach to monetary policy instills confidence in the long-term value and stability of Bitcoin and other similar cryptocurrencies, positioning them as credible alternatives to traditional forms of money. Number 1. Double spending prevention. Double spending, the act of spending the same digital currency more than once, presents a significant challenge in digital currency systems. Cryptocurrencies address this issue through the implementation of decentralized consensus mechanisms and the immutability of the blockchain. In decentralized networks, transactions are verified and recorded by a distributed network of nodes rather than a central authority. Each transaction is bundled into a block and added to the blockchain, which serves as a transparent and immutable ledger of all transactions. Through consensus mechanisms like proof of work, POW, or proof of stake, POS, network participants collectively agree on the validity of transactions, preventing double spending attempts. Once a transaction is confirmed and added to the blockchain, it becomes practically irreversible, as altering past blocks would require enormous computational power and would be detectable by the rest of the network. This decentralized consensus and immutability ensure the integrity and security of cryptocurrency transactions, making it extremely difficult for malicious actors to manipulate the system for double spending purposes. Conclusion. In conclusion, cryptocurrency stands as a transformative force in the financial landscape, embodying a seismic shift towards decentralization, security, and efficiency in digital transactions. By leveraging blockchain technology and cryptographic principles, cryptocurrencies have heralded a new era, disrupting entrenched norms of traditional finance and catalyzing innovation across diverse sectors. Despite its early stage, cryptocurrency's potential to overhaul financial frameworks, bolster transparency, and emancipate individuals on a global scale is staggering. As the technology undergoes further refinement and garners wider acceptance, its trajectory promises to reshape the very fabric of global economics, fundamentally altering our perceptions and interactions with currency. The journey ahead holds the promise of a more inclusive, transparent, and equitable financial ecosystem, with cryptocurrency at its vanguard. Would you like it? Hit the like button and subscribe to our channels for more interesting and informative videos.